They didn't just leave you. They buried you alive under their expectations, their judgments, their indifference. You were supposed to be quiet, obedient, predictable, a prop in their grand play of mediocrity. But here's what they didn't account for. Props don't bleed, and silence isn't always surrender. No. Sometimes silence is the calm before the storm, the deep breath before the roar that shakes the earth beneath their feet. And oh, how they'll regret ever thinking they could break you. You remember it, don't you? That suffocating moment when the walls closed in, when the air felt heavier than your lungs could bear. They laughed, clapped, moved on like you were some footnote in their story, a chapter they could close with a shrug. It's over, they whispered, as if your life was theirs to dictate, your soul theirs to extinguish. But they were wrong, dead wrong, because endings are just beginnings wearing disguises, and yours has been brewing in the shadows all along. Let me tell you something they'll never understand. Pain isn't punishment. It's permission. Permission to shed the skin that no longer fits, to tear down the walls they built around you, to burn the scripts they handed you at birth. Every scar, every bruise, every sleepless night spent staring at the ceiling wasn't meant to destroy you. It was meant to wake you up, to remind you that you're not here to fit neatly into their boxes. You're here to shatter them. And now you feel it, the fracture inside you, the split between who you were and who you're becoming. It's uncomfortable, jagged, relentless. But that's growth. Real growth doesn't come wrapped in affirmations or sold in self-help books. It comes screaming, clawing its way out of the dirt, leaving bloodied hands and broken chains in its wake. Growth is violent. It tears apart everything you thought you knew, burns down the structures you leaned on, forces you to rebuild yourself stronger, fiercer, untouchable. So stop asking for calm. Stop chasing peace like it's some holy grail. Peace is a lie they tell you to keep you complacent, to keep you small. What you need isn't peace, it's fire. Fire to consume the lies, to melt away the masks, to forge something unbreakable from the wreckage of who you used to be. You're not here to heal, you're here to evolve. And evolution doesn't happen in soft light or safe spaces. It happens in the dark, where monsters are made and legends are born. The ones who doubted you, who left you, who told you that you weren't enough. They didn't see it coming. They thought they broke you. They thought they erased you. But they were wrong. So wrong. Because breaking isn't failing. Breaking is preparing. It's the universe saying, this vessel can't hold what's coming next. And what's coming next? Oh, it's going to be biblical. Now that you've tasted the ashes of your old self, now that you've walked through the flames and emerged scorched but standing, it's time to step into the void they feared most, the unknown. This is where legends are forged, where the ordinary becomes extraordinary, where the forgotten rise to haunt those who dared to count them out. Welcome to the rebirth. Rebirth isn't pretty. It's messy, chaotic, brutal. It's picking up the pieces of yourself and realizing they don't fit together anymore. Not because you're broken, but because you've outgrown the mold. The person you were before? That was a draft, a prototype, a warm-up act for the main event. And the main event? That's you now, raw, savage, alive. But let's get one thing straight. This isn't about revenge. Revenge is too small for you now, too petty, too human. No, this is about transcendence, about rising so far above their reach that they won't even recognize you when you pass them by. Let them choke on the memory of who you used to be while you stride forward into something greater, something untouchable. Here's the truth they'll never admit. They wanted you weak. They needed you weak. Weak people are easier to control, to manipulate, to discard. But weakness isn't your currency anymore. Your currency is power. Cold, calculated, undeniable power. Power that doesn't shout, it whispers. Power that doesn't beg, it commands. Power that doesn't seek validation, it demands respect. And respect isn't given, it's taken, earned through grit, through sacrifice, through the sheer force of your will. Every time you chose to stand instead of fall, every time you bit back the scream and turned it into fuel, every time you looked at the mirror and saw not a victim, but a warrior, you earned it, not for them, for you. Because here's the thing about mirrors, they lie. They show you the reflection of who you think you are, not who you truly are. That face staring back at you, it's a collage of every insult, every rejection, every time someone tried to shrink you down to size. It's a prison built by people who never wanted you to rise. But prisons can be broken. And you're done playing inmate. Smash the glass. Let it rain down like a funeral for the version of you that begged for approval, that played nice, that stayed silent. That version is dead, buried, gone. What rises from the wreckage isn't polite or polished or palatable. It's wild, untamed, unapologetic. It's the monster they created but couldn't contain. And monsters don't apologize. They don't explain themselves. They exist. They hunt. They conquer. They leave trails of awe and fear in their wake. That's your path now. Not the hero's journey. They took that option off the table when they turned their backs on you. Now you're the shadow, the flicker of guilt in their midnight thoughts, the consequence they didn't see coming. Let them wonder. Let them ache. Let them scramble to make sense of the chaos you leave behind. Success isn't loud. It's ghostly. It haunts the ones who thought you were finished. It whispers in their ears when they least expect it, reminding them of the name they tried to erase. Your name. This is the part they'll never understand. The part where you stop proving them wrong and start proving yourself right. Where you stop looking for closure and start building empires. Where you stop caring about their opinions and start owning your destiny. This is the legacy phase. Legacy isn't about being remembered. It's about being unforgettable. It's about carving your mark so deeply into the fabric of existence that erasing it would mean unraveling the world itself. It's about becoming the storm they warned others about, the darkness they couldn't escape, the fire they couldn't extinguish. But here's the secret they'll never grasp. Legacy isn't built in the spotlight. It's forged in the shadows. In the moments when no one is watching, when the only audience is the voice inside your head telling you to keep going, that's where the magic happens. That's where the impossible becomes possible. Don't waste your energy on visibility. Visibility is fleeting. Today's applause is tomorrow's silence. Instead, focus on substance, on results, on impact. Let your absence echo louder than any "I told you so." Let your success speak for itself, sharp and undeniable, cutting through the noise like a blade. And when they finally realize what you've become, it'll be too late. They'll try to catch up, to claim credit, to rewrite history. But history doesn't belong to them anymore. It belongs to you, to the version of you that rose from the ashes, that embraced the chaos, that refused to stay small. So go ahead, build your kingdom, fortify your walls, make it impenetrable, let your enemies tremble at the mention of your name. But more importantly, let yourself smile in the knowledge that you did it, not for them, not for anyone else, for you. Because here's the ultimate truth. You weren't put on this earth to survive. You were put here to dominate, to create, to leave a mark so indelible that the universe itself will remember your name long after you're gone. And that's exactly what you're going to do. The storm is gathering. Can you feel it? The calm is almost over. Soon the skies will split open, and the world will witness what happens when a monster decides it's time to take back its throne. Are you ready? Good. Let's begin.